atmaje saha Krishnaya pranaya bimukam Krishnam idamaha prita stati.
Marceka, you want to read?
Yes, it's 17.
Yes.
Yes.
17, okay. Just say from the radiation of the Brahmastra, Kunti, the chaste devotee of the Lord, and her 5 sons and Draupadi, addressed Lord Krishna as he started for home.
So Krishnaya here means Draupadi. Yeah? Sanskrit is tricky sometimes.
What did you say?
Krishnaya means Draupadi. See, be careful. Krishna, when you say Krishna, this is not Krishna. Who is Krishna with a long A?
Draupadi?
Yes. It's very tricky, and Sanskrit is tricky. You don't say Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. No. Hare Krishna, it's a tiny little A. If you say Hare Krishna, this is not Krishna, it's Draupadi.
It's always just Draupadi?
Yeah, so here, because Sanskrit is like Latin or German, it's declinated language. Krishna means with Draupadi. If you say Rama, this is not Lord Ram or Balaram. Who is Rama? Hare Rama. Who is Rama?
The consort.
Very good. Of Mahavishnu.
Mahavishnu.
So Sanskrit is tricky. Sometimes, I remember I took a Hindi class in 2008 in Vrindavan, and that lady was a great teacher. And beginning, she was laughing like anything when I speak Sanskrit. They were laughing because we don't know how to pronounce. That sometimes we make such big mistake, it means something else. You know, Krishna means Draupadi. Rama means the consort of Mahavishnu. She's Shakti Tattva. So again, Hare Ram, the A is very tiny. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna is a tiny A. So Krishnaya here means Draupadi. Sati means a devotee. Okay, so that's anything you want to say here? Prabhupada is telling us, yes, of course, contact Krishna. No need to even to contact the demigods. That's what it is.
So here it talks about that Krishna has saved the Pandavas from the Brahmastras, right?
Yeah.
And what else?
See, basically, it's quite summarized. Keep in mind, if you want to go into the finer details, you have to read Mahabharata. And now we are entering the second part of the 8th chapter, which is extremely important part. Even Srila Prabhupada has written a separate book for those prayers. And we should learn by heart these prayers. This lady is the auntie of Lord Krishna. So it's difficult to go higher than her. You know. Kunti Uvacha, we have heard these prayers, by the way. I don't know if you remember when Arjun prayed to Lord Krishna in the 7th chapter, before contracting the Brahmastra by Ashvatthama. One prayer of Arjuna is quite similar. Kunti Uvach Namashi Purusham Twadyam Nijvaram Prakriti Param Alakshyam Sava Bhutanam Anta Bahir Avashtitam.
Srimati Kunti said, "O Krishna, I offer my obeisances unto you, because you are the original personality and are unaffected by the qualities of the material world. You are existent both within and without everything, yet you are invisible to all."
Yeah, and if you look at 1.7.23, Arjun, Twamadya Purushak Sakshat, practically the same line. Ishvara Prakriti Para, see? Practically the same line. So, Alaksha means imperceptible. You are imperceptibly Savabhutanam, the master of all the jivas. Not only humans, all the jivas, 33 million demigods. You are Parameshvar. Parameshvar means super soul. Bahi Nishingo Ridaye Nishin is Bahi, outside, on top, inside. So this is Aishvarya Gyan, and Kunti is the auntie of Krishna. She's, remember, she's the personification of the success potency of Krishna. She's not a human being. She's a Shakti, just Shakti Tattva. So how much conversant she is with Krishna Tattva? You cannot go higher than that. In terms of Gyan, as Brahma Gyan, I mean transcendental Brahma, Gaudiya Brahma Gyan, this is the top. She has full command of the Tattva, Vishnu Tattva. She can explain. Now she's telling the Lord. She's speaking to him actually. And if you want to know the context, Krishna is already on his chariot, and Daruka is there, the charioteer, the Sarati, and he's about to depart for Dwarka. But Kunti is making her way through the crowd, and she comes first, right next to the chariot. And these are the prayers. So this is exactly the context. She has the power to stop Krishna, and she's reciting those prayers, beautiful prayers. Practically speaking, as I said, we should. Basically, you are covered by the screen of Maya. This is what it is. Covered. If anyone wants to say anything, because these are very powerful prayers, so there's no harm in, speaking out anything you want to say. Okay, Maya, this is the verse. Maya Javanikachanam Agya Doksha Jamavyayam. And there's one devotee here, Avyayam. Nalakshyase Muradrisha. Beautiful verse. Nato Natya Daro Yatha.
Okay, I can read.
Okay.
Being beyond the range of limited sense perception, you are the eternally irreproachable factor covered by the curtain of deluding energy. You are invisible to the foolish observer, exactly as the actor dressed as a player is not recognized.
Yeah. So there's a lot to say. Huh?
Can I read from Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur translation?
Yeah, go ahead.
From the same verse. I do not know you, covered by the screen of Maya, beyond the knowledge of the material senses, and unaffected, just as the puppeteer behind the screen moving the puppet is not understood by the eyes of the ignorant.
Yeah, this is 19. Huh? So, see, Maya Javani, the curtain of Maya. What is the verse in the guitar? Same point.
That you are in everything, even though you are not personally there.
Yes, 725. Naham Prakasha Savasya Yoga Maya Samavritaha. Yoga Maya Samavritaha. Krishna says, I reserve myself the right to be hidden. This is my prerogative. You cannot force me. I reserve myself the right. Beautifully said. Huh? 725.
25.
So Krishna is like that. He's behind the curtain. You may have, I told so many times the example, you may have purchased your ticket for the drama. You are seated already. Everything is going to happen now. You paid, you got your seat, everything. But What's missing? You paid, you have your seat. You're thinking it's okay now. No one can prevent me. But there's one thing left. The curtain is closed. Unless the curtain opens, you cannot see. So here it's mentioned, look at the Sanskrit. Maya Javanika. What's the meaning, Javanika? Curtain. Achanam, you are covered by the curtain. Unless Krishna opens the curtain or the pure devotee, yes, it's finished. You cannot access. Even though you pay your ticket, you have your seat. Doesn't matter. You cannot force Krishna. So this is the point of Kunti. She's very powerful in terms of understanding. She has seen, yes, you have protected internally the boy, Vishnurat. And yes, you are protecting us, my dear Krishna. Yes, you have reinstated my boy, Yudhishthira, as the emperor. But you are right here. I can touch you, Krishna. But at the same time, you are all pervading. She is not totally bewildered by Krishna. You know, she understands this person, my nephew, is God. This is Aishvarya Gyan. And of course, Vishwanath play with that because Vishwanath, he loves to create dialogue. So Kunti is saying to Krishna, "Oh, you are covered by Javanika, the curtain of Maya." And then Krishna loves to play fun. Maya covers me? How could it be? See, he's playing with the words of Kunti. How can Maya cover me, my dear Kunti? So then Vishwanath, he is going to sort out this apparent contradiction. How can Krishna be covered by Maya? So what would you say, my dear devotees? If I ask you, look at 19. Maya Javanika Achanam is covered by Maya. So Krishna is asking Kunti, how Maya covers me? How come? So please explain. If you understand the verse, you should be able to explain.
Like Krishna is covered by Maya so that the conditioned soul cannot see him.
Yes. Exactly.
Those who are in loss. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Prabhu. Just like the sun. The sun is beyond the cloud, but still the sun is covered by the cloud. And I see you, and Kunti, she's quite humble. Can you imagine Kunti? Who is Kunti? I see you covered because I'm in Maya. But I understand. You are Adokshajam. You are beyond. Adokshajam means it's the name of Krishna. Adokshajam, beyond the purview of my eyes. Akshaya Gyanam. I don't have the power to contact you because I'm on the level of the senses. Ramanuja speaks that point very beautifully. Even me, you, when we speak philosophy, we teach, it's Indriya Paratantra Gyan. You know, we understand the philosophy with our senses. You follow? Your intellect is a sense. It's an intellect, subtle sense. But it has nothing to do with the realization of a pure devotee like Vishwanath, Thakur, Narottam, because they are on the level of Svata Siddha Gyan. When they speak, it's not from the intellect, it's from the soul. They are realized. So whatever they do is coming from the soul, Satchitananda. They are in their ontological position. When they speak, it's not the intellect. When we speak, it's from the intellect. There's a major difference. So Kunti is so humble, even though she's a Parshada. She's telling here, oh, I'm covered by Maya. Because I understand, I quote those shloka, my dear Krishna, but it's coming from my senses. I'm a fool, basically. But you are totally unaffected. See, those shloka are very deep. If you look at teachings of Queen Kunti, Prabhupada writes 5 pages per shlok. This is the depth of Queen Kunti. And of course, she gives a beautiful, what is the analogy given in 19? Mudadrisha Nato was Nataraj. Nataraj is the name of Nataraj. Go Nataraj. It's the name of Mahaprabhu. It's the name of Lord Shiv. What's the meaning of Nato?
Great dancer.
Very good. The dancer, Nataraj. Go Nataraj. Mahaprabhu is the greatest dancer. Even Shiv is even a better dancer than Parvati.
But Arjuna is also an answer.
Yes, very good. So here, can you imagine the level of the analogy? Mudadrisha, for the fool that is me and you and everyone. Nato nachadaro yata. You are like a player. You play like a drama. We discussed today the drama. You are like a player on the drama. And we discussed way back 120. Shonaka is telling those two people, those two persons, Krishna and Balaram, they are mask. It's not a COVID mask. They are, what is their mask? It's not COVID. It's human mask. They play with a human mask, like us, but actually they remain the supreme personality of God. And people are befooled. They understand he's one of us. This is the problem. Atmavan manyate jagat. And this is amazing. Krishna is Bhaktavatsal, is protecting the Pandavas. Yes, he saved the Parikshit, but at the same time, he's within all of us. So she understands it's Achintya Bed Tadva. She's on that level. You counteracted the Brahmastra. You protect the righteous. You are affectionate to Draupadi, and yet you let her children killed. You love your sister Subhadra, and yet you let Abhimanyu be killed. You follow? So this is the point. You are beyond. We will discuss very soon Vidambanam. Vidambanam means you are not. We cannot understand you. Your lila is beyond my knowledge. You kill people. You tell them you love them, and you kill them. So it's totally beyond human range. This is the point of Mother Kunti. Why? Because we are Mudadrisha. Yes, Prabhu?
So finally, Prabhu, all living entities, whether it is their condition or liberated or in Golok Vrindavan or in Vaikuntha Lok, they are all covered either by Mahamaya or Yogamaya.
Very good. What is remember one of the Trishloki Shastra at the end of 15th chapter, Gita? This is called the Shriloki Shastra. You cannot go higher than this. This is the Gita in Sri Shlok. How can you go beyond than this? Remember, I'll give you the verse. 15, 16. Krishna says, there are two classes of being, the fallible, that is us, and the infallible. Everyone is fallible down here. In the spiritual world, everyone is infallible. And then 17, beside these two, there is me. I'm beyond the infallible. I'm not an infallible person. I'm beyond that person. There is the greatest living personality. You cannot even put Krishna amongst the infallible. He's still beyond that. 10.2, those 25 patriarchs, even the Mahajan, Shukdev, Bish, Kapil, they cannot fully understand Krishna. Even Brahma will say in the second canto, I admit I cannot fully understand. You follow? So we are dealing with the supreme person of God. Even Kunti, the auntie of Krishna, she admits a limitation. She said, it's vidambanam, it's bewildering.
And I think, Marceka, you asked something else, right?
No, it's related whatever Prabhu is saying. Like I was trying to say that here we are covered so that we cannot know or perceive Krishna. And in Vaikuntha Lok, the Vaikuntha Vasis, they have the limitation, they know only Narayan. So they cannot go beyond that. They are covered also. And in Golokdham, the Brajvasis, they are covered by Yoga Maya. They don't know Krishna Supreme.
Yeah, so everyone is covered to some extent. That is why there's a verse, only Krishna knows the reality. The pure reality, only one person. And actually, my Guru Maharaj used to make the point, I remember, he used to say that from Vaikunt, you cannot go back to Golok. So that is why, I remember I was struck with wonder when he used to say that. He used to say, the Gaudiya Vaishnav philosophy is so powerful, so unique, because Radha Krishna, Shri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Radha Krishna Nae Anya. This is so rare and unique that even to attract the Vaikuntha Basis, who happen to be not fully satisfied, just like Gop Kumar, if you read Srimad Bhagwatam, it's amazing, but it's true. Gop Kumar is in Vaikunt, is not fully satisfied. How could it be? There's a mismatch. And Narad comes along and tells him, my dear sir, yes, you're not fully satisfied, even in Vaikunt. And then he goes, you want to meet that Lord? I know you are from Vrindavan. He was originally in Vrindavan, but he fell down. Very interesting story. You have to read that story. Srimad Bhagwatam read, Sanatan Goswami. And then Narad tells him, in Vaikunt, you go back to Vrindavan, the earthly Vrindavan. And then you practice. He has been given a beautiful mantra, very powerful, by pure devotee. And then at the end of the day, you will re-enter, you will go to Gop Vrindavan, and then you go back to Gop. So my Guru Maharaj used to say, Gaudiya Vaishnava philosophy can even attract the present Vaikuntha Basis. Just in case they're not fully satisfied and they want more intimacy with the Lord. This is the power of Gaudiya Vaishnava. It has the power even to attract the Vaikuntha Basis, to come down here on this planet now for 10,000 years, and they can be acquainted with Radha Krishna Tattva, which is unheard of. It has been only revealed by Madhavendra Puri, the seed of Madhurya Prem, and then Ishvara Puri, and then Mahaprabhu. From Mahaprabhu, the whole tree of Madhurya Prem came about. So that's unheard of. Not even in the material world, it's even unheard of in Vaikuntha. So that is why, again, I'm quoting my guru, that is why Gaudiya Vaishnavism can be even attractive for Vaikuntha Basis. So much so they will enter Golila. Just imagine.
Beautiful. Thank you. We are so fortunate.
Yeah.
Thank you for this explanation.
My Guru Maharaj used to say, we belong to the most aristocratic family in Golok. Why? Because who is the headmaster? Shri Rup Manjari Pad. Rupa Manjari, who is Rupa Goswami himself. Rupa Manjari is the main Manjari in Golok. She's the chief. She's the leader of the Manjari. Yeah. So let's move on. Well, actually, it's 7. I would like to move on, but I'm constricted by time. So we'll start from 20.
Yes. So in Vaikunt, they worship Lord Narayana.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
And then those souls who are not fully satisfied, following what you said right before, those souls who are not fully satisfied, and they would like to have a more intimate and close relationship with the Lord, who do they plead to?
See, they're going to turn to, of course, they know about Mahaprabhu, huh? Because Mahaprabhu, Lord Narayan is within Mahaprabhu. And Narad will come about even if they couldn't preach, and preach. And it may happen that some Vaikuntha-basis will appear in Golila. For instance, due to the curse of the four Kumaras, those doorkeepers were cursed. And at the end of the day, they became Jagai Madai, and then they became pure devotees, Sampradaya even, their own Sampradaya in Golila. So it's a major promotion. Major. And now if you go to Golok, it's even more complicated because, see, Golok is like a lotus. You have the world of the lotus in the middle, but on the outer skirts of the lotus, there's other types of devotees there. They are in Golok, yes, but it's in outer rim of Golok, and you find also some tinges of Aishvarya Gyan there also.
Meaning?
They are not as yet in the world of the lotus, in the heart of the. They're not in the middle of the world. They are outside, on the outer petals, the outer rims of the petals. Why? Because they still have some tinge of Aishvarya Gyan, Aishvarya Bhav. That is why in Kartik we sing, Satyavrati Muni, he says, and he quotes Damodar, I'm afraid that unless and until you are bereft of any sentiment of grandeur or Vaishnavacha, respect, I'm afraid you cannot enter the world of the lotus. You may go even beyond Vaikunt and reside on the outer rim of the lotus in Golok even. But you're not in the world. The world of the lotus is Vrajbasi. Yeah. So you can see this is the realization of this Mahabhagavati. She's one of the greatest lady in the history of mankind. Kunti Devi.
Kunti Devi.
She shares her realization.
Yes.
Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Panchakalpa Prabhu. Thank
Hare
you.
Bol. Hare Bol. Yeah. So
Hare Krishna, thank you so
Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Recording stopped.